Hey, I want to welcome everybody back to another episode of Grace, Grit, and Grounds. I'm so excited about today. Today is Good Friday, and we're getting ready to celebrate Good Friday at the church. And in fact, in my preparation, I came across something so unique. I just thought maybe I could take a few minutes before, we celebrate in the service and just give you guys something that I thought was really cool. As you can tell, I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm not even going to take time to go into the studio. I'm just going to go ahead and record this and put it up, and you guys can take it for what you will, because there is something different about today. As you know, it's April 3rd. It is Good Friday. All that is true. But here's the neat thing: if the historical timeline is right, in our calendars, the way that we have everything set is true, then this isn't just any old Good Friday. This is the day. This is the same date, the same point on the calendar, the same kind of Friday that nearly 2,000 years ago carried the weight of the cross. Now, think about that for a second. Empires have fallen, empires have risen, languages have shifted, the world has been rebuilt more times than we can count, and yet the calendar circles back roughly every 11 years or so. Everything lines up again: the date, the day, the season. Not perfectly, and it's not a magical or mystical thing, but it's close enough to remind us that this wasn't myth. This wasn't a once upon a time story. This actually happened on a real day, in a real place, under a real sky that went dark in the middle of the afternoon. Jesus of Nazareth walked that road. He was beaten, mocked, and exhausted. As I was preparing to record this, just outside my window, we went through just a brief thunderstorm. The sky got really dark. The rain just unleashed. I even think I saw hail. And I was thinking about that as I was sort of putting some words down on paper so that I can bring this out to you guys. And it just is beyond comprehension that we're talking about the same Jesus of Nazareth that was beaten, mocked. He had been up all night. He was exhausted. The last meal he ate was probably 24 hours or more away. And here he is at this point in real history, carrying wood through the streets that once shouted his name and called him a king. And step by step, he moved towards a hill that had his cross waiting for it. Not because he lost control, but because he never gave up. This is the moment that everything changed. This is the moment that the entire creation had been building towards. This is the point when the scripture says in Revelation that the Lamb was slain before the foundation of the earth. It was referring to this moment. And from that first whisper in the garden, when God said, "Let there be light," and when he put Adam and Eve in that place, all the way to the promises given to Abraham, to the prophets who spoke of a suffering servant, all of it bends here at this moment and went right to the foot of a cross. From the outside, it looked like loss. The enemy rejoiced. They had killed the Son of God. They had ended his ministry here on earth. It was, in many ways, what defeat looks like. It looked like God had stepped back and accepted defeat. But this is where everything changes, because in that moment, sin was confronted, justice was satisfied, mercy was unleashed. It wasn't a theory, it was blood, not in the symbolism of a ritual sacrifice, but in the true sacrifice of the only person that could have. This wasn't just a spiritual moment. As I've said many times, everything in Scripture is historical, it's practical, it's spiritual. And in this case, it was physical. The price for sin was paid. The gap between God and man had been bridged. The weight we were never meant to carry was lifted off our shoulders, and here we are, April 3rd, standing on the other side of it. The calendar lines up again, and for a brief moment, It all feels closer than ever before, more immediate, like the distance between then and now just got a little bit thinner. But the truth is, you don't need the calendar to line up because the cross isn't powerful because of the date. It's powerful because of what was done there. Every Good Friday carries this weight, every year, every time, because what happened on that hill wasn't just for that moment, it was for this one. It was for today. And because of that, we should remember what he did for us. Just stand in it. Let it slow you down. Let it humble you. Let it remind you that you are worth the cross. You are worth the payment he paid in his own blood. The story didn't end there. We know that because Sunday is coming. I hope you have a good Friday. I look forward to seeing you on the other side of Easter.